What up, everybody? Blade Scholar Magic, welcome to a live, excellent stream that we had planned. I'm going to get my microphone up here, or else no one will hear what I'm saying. So let me set that up, of course. And the first part of the stream is we're just going to be building a deck. So, get comfortable, and we're just going to kind of be typing away here. And should be kind of some good stuff here. And this is an awesome commander, Arwen the Mortal Queen. She's a Selesnya commander. 1 generic, 1 forest, 1 plains, legendary creature, elf noble. Arwen enters with an indestructible counter on it. Nice. 1 generic, pay. Remove an indestructible counter from Arwen. Another target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on that creature, and a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on Arwen. So, I think probably the most important card to kind of think about when I'm building this, from my knowledge of card pool in general, is I think a bristly bill kind of will kind of guide us to victory today. And bristly bill is that continual 1/1 counter. You just want to kind of have that continual synergy. You want to keep putting counters on your things. We definitely want to build cards that do that. Some that just come to mind immediately that kind of benefit us when counters are put on are a hardened scales type of effect. And obviously, having that extra counter being put on to our things makes things a little stronger. And really the indestructibility is kind of what levels us off from our competition, because if we're able to kind of preserve our board and preserve our creatures get much stronger and more dangerous. So this is kind of a good start there. Another card that kind of just comes to mind. Both of these are very good. This one is a little more pricey, in terms of general economy. I don't even have a copy of the Ozolith, but it is good. I mean, obviously it's strong. But this Ozolith here is just going to also provide us those 1/1 counters and an additional counter when the 1/1 counter is put on something. So that is pretty nice. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, consider leaving a like as you go by. We're just going to be revisiting Arwen with a fresh lens. I feel like for her, we can kind of go the route of bristly bill and kind of go proliferate and basically have a nice landfall kind of synergy. So what I'll do here is we'll just start. I actually will add a little bit of a package that I think is just absolutely insane. And that's the Ordeal of Nylea. This kind of card kind of went kind of under the radar in Foundations, but maybe we'll see it pop back up later in Standard, because it's just a really nasty card, especially when you have counter synergy. You can see it as a Luminarch Aspirant. This creature particularly attacks. You get to put a counter on it, and then if it has 3 or more 1/1 counters on it, sacrifice this aura, and it basically becomes a Vastwood Surge. You get to search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them on the battlefield. So it definitely goes counters, landfall, kind of works out for both of those things. Also the Hydra. Most of the Hydras work very well with this, actually. Kind of, all these Hydras are very good. The Mossborn Hydra is just a really nasty creature card. I think even the Hydra's growth is pretty cool. You can probably have that in there. The Goldvein Hydra is something I'm familiar with. Perhaps you could even kind of get into Hydras. It seems like there's a good amount of them. And I never really built a Hydra deck, so maybe this would be maybe the time to try. But yeah, it looks like we have a little bit of a selection, and we have some new cards, so maybe this could be something to try. Get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I was thinking about doing a deck tech with cards I own, but paper deck tech in between, because I have some cards coming in. What's up, dog? What up, brother? Yeah, dude, I don't know. Have you ever played Hydras before? I mean, I know they're really strong in EDH. I saw a guy at the LGS. He played a Hydra deck, and it was slamming. Played Defense of the Heart. Just had these nasty, huge Hydras coming out onto the battlefield. It was just kind of nasty stuff. Does this have like any 1/1 synergies? Let's see. It's just a big nasty thing. How about the Warden? The Warden I know has like some interesting Hydra synergy. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures. Put an X 1/1 counters on this creature or create X 1 white spirit creature tokens. Okay. Oh, I like that it continues to put counters on itself. That's actually pretty effective. And that's kind of fun. I guess that's a cool Hydra. Hero's Bane. Okay, it's kind of pricey. With a little bit of a mana sink. I don't know about that one. I know this thing is kind of a frustrating thing to play against. Iron Scale Hydra. Some pretty good tech, actually. If a creature would deal combat damage to this creature, prevent that damage, or put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So this kind of sits there and just kind of like is unperturbed, as you would say. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Hydras are cool. I feel like I kind of want to do it. I want to kind of see what's going on with these Hydras. I mean, look at this fool. Gargos, the Vicious Watcher. You could probably even do just like a commander deck off Hydras. With this kind of guy. Hydra spells cost 4 less to cast? Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, whenever it becomes targeted by a spell. That's interesting. Yeah, I've seen some kind of blinking kind of going on with Arwen too. Like to kind of reset her indestructibility counters. Like ephemerate and stuff. Kind of just blinking it back out just to kind of get it. I don't know if it's totally worth it, but this card's kind of nuts, huh? And I guess you just kind of slap all these suckers in and try to just find it with like a Sylvan library. You probably even can get this fool in there. Not sure though. Triple green. What's this guy do? Bestow. If you cast this card for its bestow cast, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. Becomes a creature again if it's not attached. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this one is a good one. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, and it has the 1/1 counter synergy, so it's probably pretty chill. Let's see here. Nyxborn Hydra. This permanent enters with X 1/1 counters on it. Yeah, Vaughn. These kind of cards, you wouldn't really know about them. Like if you I mean, I've played long enough where I was in the Theros block. I feel like an old timer. But coming into the edge of that, this card was actually really frustrating to play against. And I didn't encounter very much in the ladder, but you can imagine like a young MTG mind trying to get through this thing. It's like, why doesn't it die? Why doesn't it die? It will not die. Nyxborn Hydra. Well, okay, so let's get back to this homie. It's an X spell. That's kind of interesting. So if we just cast it for its X, this permanent enters. Okay, that's kind of chill. And then you can bestow it. What? And trample? That's sick. Let's go. That's easy money. Oh. Well, it basically just gives reach and trample for 2 green. And then you can put counters on it. I think that's chill for what we're doing. This is just a fight spell, right? This creature enters with non-Hydra. Huh. Okay. It's fine. I've never really popped off with Hydras before, but I've seen it happen before. And it's kind of cool. This creature enters with X 1/1 counters on it. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 green snake for each 1/1 counter on it. Morph. Ooh. Huh. More. If you may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3, then turn it face type. It's pretty cool. Sure. And then this Voracious Hydra. I have a couple rare wild cards. We'll probably be spending them. Indeed. Voracious Hydra. Trample. This creature enters with X/1/1 counters on it. When this creature enters, choose 1. That's pretty sick. Yeah, it just enters and does stuff. Could fight too. That's the fighting Hydra. I like that one a lot. This is a Hydra too. Yeah, we'll probably put it in. Put a man land in there. All right, let's see how many Hydras we're missing out on. It's been augmented, this one. I don't know for domaining. Man, they're all rares too. It sucks. I know this Uldavenal Hydra is a bomb. I just know it. Excuse me. Okay. It's the 5/5 Hydra there. It's an uncommon one. Huh. Oh, you can embalm this thing. It's pretty cool. So the Ulvenwald Hydra, let's check this guy out. Ulvenwald Hydra's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. When this creature, so this kind of works. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a land card. Okay, so it just pops a land in. Maybe that wasn't the one I was thinking of. Man, they are all rares. That kind of blows. This one is not. This creature enters with X/1/1 counters on it. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Any player may activate this ability. Interesting. It's kind of what we're doing, isn't it? But not the strongest base stats. This creature enters with X/1/1 counters on it. This creature can't be blocked by more than one creature. Yes, we're gonna let's pop over there next. Let's like get our kind of double counters kind of rocking, Vaughn. That's a good idea. Let's get that branching evolution flowing. Yeah. We're gonna be rocking over there. I think we probably want more Hydras. Maybe we'll get there. We can just test it like this, so it's a little bit better, right? Yeah, they're just entering with these counters. And I mean, they put them on themselves. So I think we'll probably find some better Hydras along the way, but we'll just do it like this for now. The Mist Cutter is actually kind of cool. It's a little weak, but it's kind of gets in, doesn't it? All right, let's double some counters up here. Check out green too, as Vaughn has alluded to. We can just kind of pick these up as we move too. So there's the Skycath Cub. All right, so we'll talk about this, homie. This card is probably the only card that like is a fair card. that actually can stand up against, like, you know, stupid, like, what would you say, like Ulamog shenanigans, like that stuff where you're like popping out like a indomitable creativity and busting out like an Ulamog, you know, and annihilating everything, because this thing can scale and it has trample. And yeah, that's a really good combination, right? So, and it doubles counters, right? So you get that 1/1 counter, and then if it's second time of the land entering the battlefield at time, then you get a double of counters. So that is very strong. So that is just kind of amazing stuff right there. So let's get this cub in. Definitely kind of fits in with this bristly bill. I already put in the package of our homie Mossborn Hydra, so these guys can kind of come over here if you want to kind of just take a look and focus on that one too. We can definitely play like the Hydra's growth. I do like that one. I don't know about the life gain one, where you do Promise of Light, I think, and you do damage with the life gain. It's pretty good. Oh, these are good. Soul Cauldron, yeah, we could probably pick up a Soul Cauldron too. That's just continual 1/1 counters, absolutely. And I'm surprised that Branching Evolution didn't show up on this this one, because maybe it's additional counters. We'll get to that. This one does well if you can build your graveyard up, but you know, the only card I can think of that kind of does that is like Teachings of Kirin. That, like, well, and Malevolent Rumble kind of, you know, you could probably do it, right? We can probably figure this out. Let's just be crazy. All right, so where is this homie? The Omnivore's Fly Trap. Man, that thing is a nasty thing, right? Whenever this creature enters or attacks, if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. That's sweet already. Oh, but that's a Delirium. Then if you have 6 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, double the number 1. Wow, bro. Enters or attacks. Tumble Swag can kind of get there too. We'll try the Tumble Swag. I mean, there's so many good 3-drops. I don't know. Got the Hydra. Okay. Let's go to Vaughn's recommendations here. The Soul Cauldron, absolutely. Yeah, this is just like continual counters and just good stuff, right? And then we have Branching Evolution. I want to see the verbiage on this one because I want to kind of get into it. It's a twice that many counters. Okay. Twice counters. Twice counters. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Vaughn, this was a good, this is a good place to be. This is a, yeah. Oh, yeah. Innkeeper's Town. Let's roll that in there. Doubling Season. That's expensive. Primal Vigor. This is similar. I do like the Vorinclex. I do like the Vorinclex. You can kind of go big here with like the Collector's Cage, right? Let's bust in a Collector's Cage. You can kind of get big over there with the Vorinclex. Pelt Collector is pretty cool. Okay, Wave Goodbye, Wave Goodbye. Okay, let's check it out. Don't think I have that access to that one. I am crafted too, so maybe if there's a different spelling for that one, let me know. Okay, so Let's look at proliferate. I think that's probably the next portion to start. That is a big pull of this deck, and I want to do landfall first. I want to look at all the landfall proliferates. So there's this one, but it's the bomb, right? Evolution Sage. This is GG's. Whenever land you control enters proliferate. Yeah, that's just a meganess. Obviously, that's just some nasty landfall stuff. I'm actually going to check out the landfall stuff I can get first. And are we going to be super spiky with landfall? No. I want like landfall counters. Let's just see if I can get like counter. Okay, let's see what we can get. Felidar Retreat? That seems kind of fun. I'm not going to go too crazy with this. I might, pick up a Lotus Cobra, but maybe that's about it. I don't know if we'll do the Nissa thing. I'm just kind of over it. It's too strong. It's just too... Its opponents just scoop. They're like, see you later. That's pretty cool. Oh shoot, it's not on Arena. Okay, I'm gonna write that one down though, because yeah, we gotta have that. Yeah, that's amazing. That is like a nasty one-sided board wipe. Oof. Isn't destroy too, right? Oh, it's return. Okay, that's still good. It's still good. This is gonna give us some cards like a tracker. Okay, so definitely have to have a Kodama. So let's do a tracker. We'll try it out. How about Roaring Earth? Okay, sure. Kodama. This one has got to be a nastiness. Yeah. The 3-drops are just insane. There's so many good 3-drops and they all just do stuff. So this will give us some landfall too. Combat land. Let's see if there's like any combat land stuff going on other than Kodama. Ooh, Jite. I do like the Jite. Dagger is pretty sweet. Really? So Wave Goodbye is it like a, you run it in your Merfolk deck too? That's nasty. Okay, time for Proliferate. We kind of got off a little bit there, but we're going to be coming back. All right, so this is the good stuff. All right, so this is like, if you want to kind of get into this, this is the first time I was like treated to an Arwen display, and it was just nasty. And countering them on the ladder was just a nasty experience. But it was fun because it was strong. And Proliferate was definitely kind of what you want to focus on. So this is just a flying proliferator here. What happens is we'll put the counters on Arwen, accrue the indestructibility counters, and in that manner you can kind of dish them out cheaply and provide life gain. That's a lot of life gain, I'd say. I'd say that you can kind of do like life gain synergies in mass with this particular card. So there are some really nice like kind of life gain angels that we'll kind of get into next. There's some newer ones that are decent, and there's some in general that will just provide us win cons. So this is a nice one, the Metastatic Evangel. This is just creature enters, you proliferate, it's very good. These creature ones are semi-decent. They're not the worst. Like, Cankerbloom is a little bit more versatile. The Thirsting Roots is good because it's just a one-off, and you can actually fetch lands too if you need to. Cankerbloom is pretty decent because it's just versatile. Pollen Bright Druid, this would probably be, you know, kind of right there on the fence. I think for your EDH, I think it just fits in for us because like the card pool is lower for this format, because it can give counters and it can proliferate when it enters, so it's not the worst. It has like some versatility. This one's also interesting. If we do build a graveyard, for instance, with that cauldron thing, the Unnatural Restoration probably gets a little bit better, so we might have to revisit that sooner than later. Probably have about a couple more cards to go. Bloated Contaminator is good for the proliferate. Same thing with the Contagious Vorak. It's just like, it's okay. It's okay. These ones too. Watley's Raptor is just like kind of right there too. It doesn't put on counters, for instance, so if you have nothing to proliferate, it's not as good. It's kind of just there from our experience. Staff of Completion, though, is an absolute bomb. This is like repeatable value. You're going to be gaining a ton of life, so you don't care about paying the life to draw. You're going to be proliferating with this thing. It's probably the top tier card. So like I'd say like top tier cards, I'll probably put over here kind of like in my opinion of powerness. So you got your staff here. This Evolution Sage is really busted. So if you wanted to kind of like build a deck around this Metastatic Evangel is very good. The Cub is very good. The Hydra is also good. Bristly Bill is very strong, of course. Hardened Scales. You can probably kind of start around here. Kind of work your way up. Kodama is really strong. Branching Evolution, that was a good one that Vaughn picked up. Let's go over this one. If one or more 1/1 counters would be put on a creature controlled, twice that many 1/1 counters are put on that creature instead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What color? So is that for like a different format? What format is that? Because what color is that? What colors are the Wave Goodbye? Is it a white spell? Do you have like a Azorius Merfolk deck? Oh yeah, we'll pick up this Karn Bastion too. That's a nice little pickup there. Proliferate twice. That's some serious stuff there, guys. That's some... God, does that go pretty hard with us, huh? Yeah, we can play a Contagion Engine. Sure, let's try it. Let's put it over here in the Insanity. Let's just get this over here so that's visible. Oops. We're going to have to build the graveyard to an extent, and I still want to put some life gain payoffs here. Just a couple, nothing too crazy. Just some angels. There's just some good angels to kind of work in here. Alright. Exemplar of Light, that's one of them. Whenever you gain life, put a 1 counter on this creature. It's fantastic. When we draw from it every turn. As long as we're drawing, putting counters on this thing. So it's really good. And then Angel of Destiny, just for like having like a million life, which we usually do with Arwen. And I don't really think there's too much more to... You can do the Johnny thing. That's obviously very good and devastating. Yeah, this card is blacked out too. Because we just do it. We just have that 15 or more life criteria. Ajani Sleeper Agent is quite a good planeswalker as well. If we're going to be doubling up things, doubling counters. Oh, God. Yeah, that's some good stuff. We can probably even put a Nugan in this deck. You probably could. The new Ugin? Oh my god. I don't even think I have that card yet. This stupid homie. What's this minus 11? Search your library for any number of colorless non cards. What the heck is that thing? This thing is super annoying, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't play it. Let's build our graveyard up a little bit. Let's build up the graveyard. Alright, let's just get rid of these tags here. I don't think we're going to be building it that much, but for a cauldron. Simic Merfolk. Gotcha. Hackball of the Surging. Don't know if that card's available. Let's check it out. Hackball? I just know. Teaching of the Cairns actually has +1/+1 synergies too, so it's pretty busted. And we can get a little rampies from the Rumble. Let's see. Graveyard Green. I mean, Green has some great ways to put stuff in the graveyard, it really does. Beastie Boy? Aftermath Analyst? Aftermath Analyst, eh? What the hell of a card. Dredger's Insight. Tortoise. Head Shredder. What are these things? Hackball is Busto. I gotta check that homie out. You can see like the card pool is getting better though. Like it seems pretty good. I mean, for being this like online client, and the graphics are good, right? So the graphics are decent. I was thinking like Illumina is kind of busted, right? If we just do landfall stuff with like our elf analyst, and we'll just get in this so she can fetch up elementals. She's pretty busted. We'll just do it. And now let's add. Our removal is gonna kind of suck. I can just kind of see it already because we still have to do our ramping. So I think you probably want all these. District Mascot is pretty cool too. Yeah, you probably want all these creatures. You even pick up on a Utopia Sprawl probably. And yeah, Bloom Tender seems to fit here. Fanatic's pretty decent. Herd Heirloom, that one's kind of fun. Caryatid, that's pretty good for us. Lotus Cobra. We are so close to our land count. We're going to be very short on lands. We're just going to have to be short. And I still want a Signet too. I probably want these fight lands as well. Oh, Rishkar, I can't forget this guy. He's so good for our deck. Perfect 1/1 counter guy, just adds counters to your stuff. Beautiful, just beautiful. The Thunderous Velocipede, yeah, we'll get that too. We are coming in the money here. Momentous Fall. You could probably run like a Rishkar's Expertise for this particular deck, really. Probably should. Just one. We'll just do one big, big power mana spell here. Should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, like, the players I play against, I learn a lot from them because they're not really messing around. I will tell a story though, like, I popped on with my Snapdax deck and it got into what you'd term a hell queue. Like, I faced up against Ragavan, which is considered like, hell queue. And not only that, and they were playing like all the busted like 1 mana and 2 mana alchemy removal spells. So it was like extra what would you say, pub stomping. Like, there was just no way, like, and I was playing spells and casting it, but I really didn't have a chance. Like, I was casting and curving, but all my stuff was dying and I had no chance. There's, for instance, a removal spell, a red mana removal spell in alchemy. We can look it up here. Well, it doesn't match my color identity, but it's basically, I think it does like 2 or 3 damage to any target for 2 mana, and then there's like a boon counter attached to that, so that it will do excess damage, like based on the damage that it did not do to a target, on its first cast instance. So it just, like, your next removal spell just does like 2 extra damage. It's really like busted stuff. Like, there's just a lot of like busted, like, red removal. And but it was good. It's like, well, if I do that, I'm not going to play like any longer with the deck, but I just know the card value is good enough where it can get into a queue such as Ragavan. It can play against these alchemy cards, and it's considered like good enough for that. And that makes me like kind of excited to present the deck, because then I know, well, okay, it's, considered pretty decent, for the most part, whether it's your MMR or the way that you're kind of battling it out, with these opponents, or just the card values in general, because there is some sort of weighted scale to that. So who knows exactly how it all figures, but it is cool. It's cool to play against those decks and try, at least, to try to beat them. But we still have to kill some stuff here. So let's look at Exile first. See what we kind of got moving here. Obviously, we can pick up our swords. Portable Hole. We're definitely going to want some, like a Mana Tithe, I suppose. Some sort of way to... I like Invasion for the counters. That's a very good card for us. Ossify is not the worst, really, just for what we're kind of doing here. We're going to have a lot of lands, too. Felly is always interesting, too, because it has that 1/1 counter synergy and it can reset Arwen. So I think that's kind of a fun one. Michiko's is pretty cool. Sheltered by Ghosts, that's a fantastic interactive spell for us, no doubt about it. You know, I think I was actually running the Saber of Olenbrock at one time. Just because it has like that 1/1 counter synergy and it kind of removes stuff and you can like, you know, make it indestructible. It's an interesting one for sure. We're pretty heavy on the 3 spots. I don't know if I can run too many more 3s. Excuse me. I can actually probably run like a split up because it's cheap and we can always give like, you know, indestructibility to our stuff. I don't hate like maybe some sort of board wipe. Let's look at destroy for these colors. Probably not that many. Yeah, Ragavan, I think it's definitely much more fun with EDH. I've seen people run like Descent to Avernus or one of those where like the multiple treasures are being created and it just kind of gets nasty really fast. I'd prefer Ragavan in a multiplayer format than a 1v1 format. Yeah, Ragavan is, if you don't have like, even if you do have your lightning bolts and such, like I said, they just kind of dominate the board and remove all the threats with that cheap red mana removal, and it's not very fun to play against. Is the Hopeful Initiate just kind of busted? It kind of seems like it is, man. We probably do need to get lost, don't we? I think so. And a Lauren? Maybe. Oh my god, what does this thing do? +1/1 counter on each creature you control. Oh my god. Oh dear lordy. Thing's busted too. You could definitely go the route of this, like Vanquish the Horde kind of stuff, and you'd be fine doing that for Arwen as well, if that's what you wanted to do. Reclamation Sage, that's pretty good too. Force. Seems good. Alright, I think we're good. I think I'm happy. Wow, Kogla too. So good. So good. Oh, Night of Autumn. That's a solid one. So I probably just trim up the Hydras that are just maybe not as good. And then I think we're going to say, let's roll this out. Do we want to try the Fly Trap? So did we build the graveyard enough? Did we do the thing? Are we ever going to get there with this card? I mean, I think we built the Agatha Soul Cauldron enough because we're playing the Rumble and the Teachings and the Unnatural Restoration, but are we going to get here? Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. I do have to trim some 3s, though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit done. That's fine. And then we're going to come back. And now we're here. And now we can kind of see what we're working with. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. We can run probably the Mox package here. Do a Skrelvy. and Mox. Both of them seems good. So that's some good one drops there. That looks very appropriate for us. This is a crazy 2-drop section, but some of these are not like 2 drops, right? Like these X spells can be up here, like more here. We do need some more ways to protect all these 2 drops if we're going to be doing this. So what I've noticed, like my decks have definitely lower curve count lately, which is fine. I still think that we probably are not doing the Thalia thing here, or the Analyst, or the Lumra. I don't think so. Cobra. Yeah, I think we're doing that. Okay, this is fine. That's fine. We'll try it. Tumble Swag. We'll try it. Yeah, we'll try these. It's a little cards, right? Warden. Velocipede. Staff. And then we have these crazy Hydras here. Alright. We might like the Hydras. We might like them. We'll see. We may like them. We definitely have some. I wish this was a Hydra. This kind of looks like one. Got the Felidar. Yep, this all looks really sweet. Doubling season. I'm going to say no to the doubling season. I think we have enough hits with our cage. I think we're going to be okay without that. It's more like this, right? Yeah, this looks cool. Like a really cool top end. Contagion Engine. Gargos, Vorinclex, Rishkar, Iron Scale, and Angel. And then we can just kind of trim this up and be ready. We'll definitely play these. We'll definitely play the pathways. This is so much easier to play than our 5-color decks, that's for certain. White mana, can't play that. Can probably play Fable's Passage, Flooded Strand. Might even be able to play some of these lands too. White, green, Vista. Nope. Yep. And then we have Surveil, the Surveil lands. I think I already got it, but yeah, we got that. Verge, the Verge land. Oh, I don't have that one yet. We'll have to pick it up. That's worth a wild card for sure. Alright, and it's just very easy to hit the add button because you get to see all the cool lands that you have available. Kabir Takedown, kind of interesting. Witch Enchanter for sure. Amaria's Call, sure. Castle, sure. Shifting Woodland. Kind of can get value from our grave. I think it's fine. Fine for us. Probably a really busted card. Florahedron. Yeah. Yeah. Disciple, Turn Timber. Got the Verge. Trying to just mitigate our, tapped land situation. Command Tower's good. Mana Confluence. Plaza. Plaza's pretty good for our cheap commander. Very cheap. How about a Nykthos? Probably, actually. Probably fine. I think we'll need a Mycosynth. Alright, I think we're kind of ready to rock and roll. So let's do it. I foresee these probably being at like 2 or 1. We are playing a Vista, so... Did we play Fabled Passage too? Can probably play one or the other. Just checking my lands to make sure I didn't include any that I don't have colors for. But we're looking really nice. We don't need this one. Castle's still good, right? I don't know how hard we're hitting the graveyard, really, for that card. Alright, we don't need to split up. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining me today. Consider to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And this is the Arwen +1/+1 counters. And, yeah, we're going to jump right in, see how it goes. We all have our titles now because we've been addicted to this game. I believe Fervent is for red, I think. Like red spells. A land would be most welcome, other than a Shifting Woodland next turn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they were considering a block there. How interesting. Ooh, that's very good provision. Well, we got Arwen on the battlefield. We got a little protection for our stuff, so we're pretty good. Multiple decisions to make next turn. And looks like they're gonna have their Get Rog monster going next turn. Can turn Arwen into a mana dork. Just really doesn't matter. It's probably the play, right? I mean, they already have counters on it. Ah, exile. That was kind of a bummer. Good tech for the opponent. Let's attack in first. Just a vanilla 7-2 there. Okay, that's going to be a lot of cards, though. Oh, they really had enough mana to do all that with that castle. That's very good for them, isn't it? They will have to sacrifice this. It has to do combat damage at all. Well, that's a lot of cards for them. They might be dead on the swing back, though. Oh, very good. This was very unfortunate to run the Terrace under, but it happens, man. Ah, great hand. That's a great card. Great idea for us. We should probably be running something like that. Oh, fight rigging. Nice. That's also a very good card. Well, how I see next turn going is we could probably cast Arwen, dish out a counter, kind of sink our mana into this. They have lots of things that could happen in this particular instance, but we shall see. Who knows what's under that? Oh, okay. I don't think I can let this thing get through. This get rog. I hope I don't lose an alchemy card. Ooh. Dang, opponent. Yeah, I don't think I can let them draw. They have removal, they have removal. Maybe they're just like roping me because the game's over. They have so much value on the board. I know. These guys have the tech though, man. The tear ass, man. It got me. I cannot believe. The tech sometimes I see here is just unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. How they get to my Arwen, you know? They found the way. They found the line. Yeah, I mean, you can tap this homie for mana, you know? Go like this. I guess we just do this.
When evil arises, I will be there to confront it.
Don't have quite the life, do I?
We thrive when we support one another.
Our mana kind of bummed us out on that one. I don't know if it is worth to run the shifting woodland. It can come down to that kind of stuff, where I'm just not getting my commander out on, like, you know, turn 3 or turn 2 with a mana dork, and I just lose. Sometimes it can kind of come down to like little things like that. And maybe adding a Great Henge will help too. It's like infinite card draw, right? And we're just gonna let this one out. We're gonna let them kind of do their thing because they're doing their thing here. castle kind of is similar to that, isn't it? Or it comes down if like Turntimber Symbiosis is worth it or not. Maybe that's the card that needs to go. Maybe these are the cards that need to go, and I need to keep the Wooded Foothills and or Delirium Lands in the castle. Maybe those are much better. Castle. We're going to add a giver too. There is one thing about Arwen, and I know she's indestructible, but she is susceptible to like that exile stuff. So we'll just add a giver of runes just for a little bit of protection at that one spot, and just really give the opponents a headache if they want to remove her. Okay, this is scary. Ketramos. Go first. Gotta go fast. Very fast. No forests. Surely no. No! I have nothing in the graveyard. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm going to get a modified here, trigger. I think we want to keep that kind of moving too. The flyer seems to be pretty strong. Vaughn, I think this is the one. The Agatha Soul Cauldron's pretty hot. Because I just have to like do this, right? Fuck me. It's a creature card? Damn it. My life. Sorry guys. I messed it up again. Why did I do this? Why did you do it? Well, don't mess it up again, Blake. We got this here. We can hide away. We can get into some lands. I could always put a counter on something. Maybe we just do this. Start here. Okay. I got this. Jeez, Louise. It does. It is good. I just kind kind of messed it up a little bit there. And I don't want to exile their stuff, right? Because it's during their turn. Yeah. How to play it. How to play. All this seems really good, you know? Like, seems good to play Arwen. Seems not so great to do this. I might have to cut this card, guys. Think of a card to replace the Omnivorous Flytrap. Probably replace the Rumble and the Teachings too. So we get 3 cards. 3 cards to maybe more creatures, you know. Let's just go YOLO. Let's YOLO some stuff. Yeah, the upkeep is not going to live. We're going to have to just do Arwen here. It's all exile too, so I can't get into the creatures. This is really bummer-isky. But I'm going to just eat it right now. Yeah, nothing's gonna live, right? They have so much exile. I'm not too scared of that. Am I scared? Okay, I do get a card for that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. If you like what you're seeing, just hit the like button. We'll stream for a little while. I feel like this deck is cool. I think you guys will dig Arwen. If you're not familiar with this card, she is a natural indestructible creature. So she comes in with that indestructible counter on it. And that's a very unique kind of mechanic because what's cool about this is if you proliferate onto this card, for instance, and you can have some really nice things happen. Mainly because you can dish out those indestructibility counters. I mean, obviously, the Great Henge is fantastic, right? And it has to be exile here. For 1 mana. I'm still going to get that trigger. Yeah, I'm still gonna get that trigger, Oppo. So. And it would lose its indestructibility, so we're cool here. Ah, you know, I could have done this. I could have killed Urganti, huh? Because I had the Ozolith available. It is activate only as a sorcery. Should we leave up her action? I guess so. We can still dish out indestructibility here. So we're good against like their... Can like let one of our indestructible things live, or you know, one of our creatures live if they play like a board wipe, but they do not. We would like to proliferate this thing. I mean, this guy's kind of cool, but I think we can do a little bit better. This is just going to be really
There is a
nasty
place
stuff.
for all
But
beside us. Show them the weakness of their flesh.
I'm pretty sure they're dead because I just dish out the counter here and it's just like a million more damage. So we'll illustrate that. Because Arwen can just do this at instant speed. She can just fling one of her counters over and we'll just put us on a trampler, for instance. And then it's just a lot of damage, you know. They happen to be still alive. If you wouldn't believe that. Well, maybe they'll find their way out. It's possible. One ring. Kind of need to protect my Ajani, huh? They can just kind of go crazy on it. Oh, that's my invasion. They did not attack. Why not? You're immune. That's not casted though. You just reset it.
Every day more rally to our glorious cause.
No indestructible counter on this is kind of really blowing my mind. It's probably, we could still lose. So maybe we just go like this. Really thought we'd get in for lethal there on that big swing. Very close, it was very close. Kind of ran out of basics with Kodama too, so we have to kind of rethink that as well. Surely they gotta hit the board. Out of Day of Judgment range now, which is kind of good. That 7/7 lifelinker's no joke. I could have scribed there. Could have done a better scribe.
Alexia welcomes all.
Yeah, could have like, you know, done something like that a little bit better. But let's see here. I mean, I guess that's just it. We want to probably put this on first, right? Does this give a creature? Okay, they're done. I mean, that's 11 counters. I don't know if they would live through that, but I'm not sure. But they did give it to us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. It's tuning in, tuning out. That's what I say. Yeah, we're gonna just trim this guy up a little bit, and probably this rumble here and the teachings. Going back to our Gitrog monster, probably some nice, like, probably just some more removal of some sort. We do have the Sheltered by Ghosts. We can't play Tear Asunder. Let's check out the, let's look at Proliferate. I was kind of missing some Proliferate, to be honest. Just a little bit. It's kind of interesting to smell fear. Target creature you control fights up to one. Yeah, that one's kind of fits what we're doing. Little fight spell action. Curse of Silence, that's such a mean card. Esper Sentinel, that just draws cards, that's fantastic. Ah, yes. Probably should add a couple more basics. Still have Prismatic Vista too? Or yeah, we need that. I'd play that over Fable Passage. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay. Back to the game. What's up, gamers? We're into the game now. So this will be the deck I kind of wanted to like, it's a deck I've kind of been sitting on for a while, and you know, just probably haven't played it as much as I should. So that's why I kind of revisited it. We did pick up some nice cards along the way, and I think I would be ready to present something like this because I think I have most of the cards. Opponent goes first. I do love this Evolution Sage. Give it a shot. Sure. That's fine. We're on the move. I don't know what they're going to do against Arwen because they don't have like any of that indestructibility. I don't know if they can get through indestructibility very well. I can just proliferate right now, too. That might be the play. They're going to be in big trouble. Gonna get this ordeal going. We can dish out. Yeah, they're done. They're done, guys. That's it. So basically, this is what you want to do. You want to proliferate a counter onto Arwen, so that they have 2 indestructibility counters. So that when you dish it out to a creature, you get to retain that indestructibility. So we're going to read the card in full because it deserves a full read. Arwen, Mortal Queen, legendary creature, elf, noble, indestructible. Arwen enters with an indestructible counter on it. 1 generic. Remove an indestructible counter from Arwen. Another target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Then they put a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on that creature, so they keep those. And then you put a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on Arwen. So you can see if you proliferate, you'll have the extra indestructibility counter. It will retain its destructibility, and it will also retain that 1/1 counter and lifelink counter. And then you can kind of still stay evasive with your other creatures. You want to proliferate more, can you keep them and just have the option to be indestructible. You know, there's a lot of life gain and 1/1 counter synergy. Obviously, next turn we'd have the ordeal available. With Ozolith, I believe that would be 3 1/1 counters. You know, because this one will put one on attack, and then we'll have this one already going. It'll be indestructible. We'll get to ramp like a Vastwood Surge type effect. Get up to 6 mana, and basically we can move into Vorinclex from there, or we can do stuff with the Evolution Sage. It's just really good. Just really strong stuff. Alright, so we're playing against Helga now, and Helga is it a frog? It is a frog. Helga is kind of an interesting one, and the reasoning for that is because it will, based on its power, will, you know, create more mana. So, if you're familiar with like Sovala, it's kind of like right around that kind of action where Hydra. You can find creative ways to boost up its power, like either through mutate, or like just other ways to boost your commander's power. It can definitely kind of snowball from there. So they're just ramping like quite a bit right now first. And I think this is just like a Hydra game, it looks like to me. This kind of puts a threat that they have to deal with. I think I love the Collector's Cage because we can actually set that off next turn with the Arwen as well. We kind of lead with this. See how they react first. Okay, that actually gets through. I did not expect that to get through, actually, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. Can I proliferate? Wow. I did not think Arwen would get through. I thought I'd just be playing the henge. I was kind of caught off guard, to be honest. And this is just like creature mana, you know. Let's try this first. See how they react. Rishgar expertise is really good, you know? It's just a really good card. I could also just set off the cage right now and go branching evolution. And then leave up. This is just to channel, right? I don't think we played land for turn. Let's see. Oh, I can play land for turn. So I think I can do everything, actually. Now we go here. Play the Angel of Destiny or proliferate. There you go, opponent. They do have Cyclonic Rift mana. That's a good card too. Take out all my cool stuff here. Can you help my Henge? Or my branching evolution? Oh, nice opponent. And now they're hitting my branching evolution. It's pretty good. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they can live through this, like through an evolution sage turn. But we will soon find out, guys. It is just a lot of counters and proliferation at once. Alright. I mean, that's a lot of lifelink slash stuff, so we're going in. Has 4 indestructibility counters on it. I think they're kind of dead, so I'm just gonna exhaust this. Nice! Nice! We did it! Angel of Destiny! One of these days we'll get some more user decks on here. I think that's when we start doing the fun stuff. But that was pretty awesome. Alright friends, I think this will be kind of like the last one we do. The deck kind of turned out really well. Some new cards too from the Dragonstorm. So we kind of love it. See if we can mana tithe Enti. Poor Enti. I was like, please don't be a Ragavan. Please don't be a Ragavan. Ah, command tower. That's great. They'll never expect the mana tithe. Never expect. 4/1 vanilla. Interesting. True story. I definitely agree with that. Cobra is still sick. Cobra is super sick here. Just a like instant 5 mana available. Hardfire Hero is pretty good. There's no reason for us to do anything here. We do have blockability, so that is true. Gamble. Wonder what they're gambling for. That will be a trigger on the Enti though. What does this contagion engine do exactly? Oh dear lord. It's a pretty easy block for me. Just indestructible. One, two, three. I mean, I think it's the contagion engine. And I get to proliferate twice? Wow, this is like a really cool card for the deck. You can do that next turn too. Oh, that's a very good Mox. Wow, that's very good for them. Little mana. A land would be amazing next turn, I'll tell you that. It would be amazing. Get to keep up my indestructibility, proliferating. Wow, that's very good. Flying in haste. Just 4 damage, right? Oh, they're getting in. I mean, this would kill this stuff. Could be in trouble here with this FOMO, huh? But it has to be on attack, right? It's just the land. How much damage? 1, 2, 3, 7, 16. 16 damage. Does this do anything special? I guess we just let it go, right? This has to be cycled. Okay, guess I'm good. Cool. Wow, they have a lifelink too. It's awesome. Nice. Well, that was the stream, everybody. We'll see how it looked. I'm kind of curious. Oh, thanks for joining. I was kind of curious to see what it looked like on the app. Cuz I know like Croaky's when he streams, like it shows like his ongoing like progress like through the stream. It looks like it's just like still the Witch King, but let me see here. Hit enter. I was just curious like if I need to like make my own. Oh, it does. It updates. Yeah, that's very cool. I love that. All right, well, thanks for joining me. That was really fun. We got to explain the card, and I think I can clip some of that. So we'll be clipping this little snippet here, and this was fantastic. I cannot wait to kind of put this one together. In terms of recapping the deck, let me just see something here. Absolutely, man. It was fun. Yeah, I'm obviously, this is an expensive card. We can just play Soul Ring. But I'll probably have to pick up this Hopeful Initiate. I think that is a pretty cool card for this deck, actually. Just kind of versatile creature. We just need more creatures in general. Let's see if there's any cards I'm really missing here. The Hydras, yeah, that's something to look into as well, because they seem to be nice. I think they will be good, and I think we're going to be finding some sweet Hydras along the way. So definitely the proliferation thing looks good. I could see, like, for instance, the Hydras kind of filling in for like these tumble swags and stuff. Let's see. Let's kind of meditate on this one a little bit. Where did the tumble swag go? I just kind of moved him over to the side. Tumble. There he is. So, like, for instance, this card can, you know, be interchanged. I do love the Bloated Contaminator. Like, these are kind of niche-y cards. They were niche-y, like the Hydra's Growth. So these are just cards I'm going to write down to perhaps find some more Hydras. Let's see here. It's so funny. It's like I'm ending my stream now, but now people are coming in. If you all stick around, I'm gonna click the done button here, and I'm gonna play another game. Because if you want to see what's going on, we'll show you what's going on. Basically, I think we went like 4-1 in this deck, ish maybe. We won in through a variety of ways, but oh no, not Lamb. At least I can show you a really busted Alchemy Commander along the way, on the way out. I like this. And we go first, but it might not be enough, guys. Just because this fool just does all sorts of nasty things. It really is a nasty one. Oh, you're a hater. See how much of a hater they are? I don't have a backup plan this time either, guys. No lands. Plus no lands equals devastation. Hedron Archive. Yes, longer stream. I don't know. I'm trying to like keep the stream alive, but you know we're gonna get out of this one. we're done. This one was not the one. You know, in fact, I hate being mana screwed. I don't even care. I don't even need to look at land counts. Tumble Swag has got to go. Where's this? Hydra's Growth and this Tumble Swag. We're just going to add a Fabled Passage. And something else. Like let's see, search. See if we can get another kind of fetch land of some sort. How about another mana dork? Another elf. You know they're there. Dang it, I got them all. I got them all. Oh my god, Incubation Druid? I missed out on that. Guys, you didn't tell me. I missed it. Perfect for this deck. Longer stream equals another game or two. And upgrades. And now. Alright, so I'll inform you. If you're, I know some of you aren't, playing Arena, right? But when you do the color challenge, when you first start it, like, that's how they get you, is like they start you off with like, subpar cards, and then like, oh, here's some upgrades for your deck, and it's very seamless. Like, it's like these cards are just simply much better in every way, and it's kind of fun. That's the fun part, is like upgrading your deck. Like, oh yeah, that card's just much better. It's definitely a part of Magic. This is an interesting one. I haven't seen this one yet. That's from the Commander series. See how much they can go off on that one. Okay, that's a pretty cool card. The Dredger's Insight, that will definitely get into their graveyard a little bit. And gain a little bit of life along the way. So they basically, put a card back to hand for that. So that was some nice synergy for them. Okay, Nessa doing busted things, of course, as usual. Little ramp for our opponent. That's a nice one, the heirloom. Kind of afraid what opponent is doing over there. Okay, it's the dragon. What is this card? That's a very interesting card. Ah, Overload, huh? Getting in? Interesting. I think it's each time a land card leaves the graveyard, you create a zombie druid. Okay. Does it have some sort of attack trigger? Yes, it mills 3. And then it ramps. That's cool. Gotcha. Says I can go into Vorinclex right now. But I think I just want to play this as a land. I feel like this is going to get countered, so let's just try this guy.
Behold me, and I will be your friend. I am proud of those who walk beside me.
This is supposed to plus that because of the flyer. That's awesome. Like a lot of zombies.
Fought my hardest.
I wouldn't mind, like, I know Ajani is very cool multiplayer, but I might go all in on the Hydras, so, you know, when we move this to the next realm. Ajani. Ooh, Staff of Completion. That is a nasty card for us. Got plenty of mana here too. Can dish out a couple counters. Let's go, baby. Alright, we go like this. Warren Clux is next on the deck. This staff is just chef's kiss on the staff. They're gonna need like a toxic deluge effect, you know, meat hook massacre type of thing, I think. That's so much mana though, opponent. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. And where did they get all these lands? We'll have to rewatch this deck. They just really popped, huh? What did they do? Look at this. I have like no lands. I have like 20. 13, jeez. 13 land, guys. Okay, so Cyclonic ripped on upkeep? No. It's kind of surprising, isn't it? Sexy Clexy. And that was it. That was it, guys. So what did we learn? We learned so far that hydras are good. And I can already see kind of this deck shaping out. I'm gonna have to work on it a little bit. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a Mox field right now on this thing and get it into there. So tireless tracker, we can continue the live. It's gonna be probably a little bit more boring, but we can shift it to the Mox field and kind of see what's going on. Yeah, tireless tracker, I don't know if we're gonna need that. I'd probably still keep the velocipede though, right? Oh yeah, that seems very appropriate. Warden of the Grove, what's that one? Oh, that's the new Hydra, fantastic. And then I did like the Sleeper Agent, just divvying out those counters is really good. This one kind of makes sense, but we'll try something different. Johnny, Strength of the Pride, we don't need that one. I did get this Tumble Swag too. Felidar Retreat. I thought the Landfall would be doing good. I think that Miss Nissa did kind of hold down the fort. She's just a major bomb. But I don't know if we'll need the Felidar Retreat either. It just seemed a little slowish. We're not always guaranteed those lands. Force of Vigor. I think that's just a bomb, right? Yeah, that's a major hit. Rishgar seems still pretty good. Yep, there's our Hydra's Contagion Engine was awesome. Exemplar was good for drawing cards. The Hydras were good. This one was fine. Yeah, pretty happy with all this. Roaring Earth, not so much. Didn't seem like a very wanting to cast it. Roaring Earth. Oh yeah. Can maybe even get a Gyre Sage along the way. Do love Gyre Sages. Canker Bloom was cool. Bloom Tenda? I think it's fine. It's like a Caryatid. Yeah, these are all good. These are all great. Get Lost. Do we have to... What was Vaughn? Vaughn, are you still here? Long Goodbye or something like that? I could probably sub out some of the spot removal for that. Long Goodbye. Yeah, we're going to be fine in the Long Goodbye. You can probably... The single target removal is cool, but I think we'll still keep the swords and Mana Tithe around, and this Hopeful Initiate is really cool on the bottom end. There was also a fight spell that proliferates too, which I think we'll keep. Where is that? Smell Fear. I think that's cool. Sheltered by Ghosts is a bomb. Yeah, all this looks really nice. We have all these Hydras here. So we're going to call this the Hydra Mama. Yep. And I think I'll just probably do a long form video. So I'll get that one set up for you. I'll probably put that out later today, but yeah, because I don't see why not. And it'll be for Commander, but we'll just kind of transfer this over and kind of check it out and see what you guys think. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have a great day. Adios. Bye-bye.